All right. So since TikTok has been banned, there have been a lot of apps that have been coming as their replacement. So, like the most famous one is Insta Reels. All of you must have at least seen a few reels till now. So,
It's like Bhavya here made a video on that.
really,
Yeah, she did.
I did
Yeah.
not see that. But
She
okay.
hogged me to, go like and comment
No,
on
so
that
so
just so
so
you
so
know.
what is this? Is this like is this very similar to TikTok? What is this about?
Yeah. So the
Okay,
thing
so
is,
wait.
okay.
So I think Jazz can give us information on that.
Facebook released its new update of Insta recently called Reels, and it's really similar to TikTok, and you can make a transition videos and add music and all the stuff you could do on TikTok, basically. Yeah.
Since we discussed about Insta Reels now, let me just ask you this one question. Why do we need a replacement to an app like TikTok? Koshi?
See, the thing is that it's not just like, yeah, so TikTok, just like YouTube, was giving a lot of people revenue, right? And a lot of people, in fact, this was very well like explained in like there is a certain YouTuber whose name I don't want to take, but in his video it was very well explained as to how, what are the nuances between this entire YouTube versus TikTok battle which happened. So for a lot of people, it was just, oh my god, it's a platform wala battle. Okay, there is TikTok and then there is YouTube and then they're just fighting. And उनके creators जो हैं, YouTube के creators, TikTok के creators, वो लड़ रहे हैं. And let's just make disses on each other and whatever bullshit. That is what was happening. But the truth is, it is much more nuanced than that, and that TikTok was providing a lot of people with jobs the same way that YouTube was. Now the difference comes in over here. To be a YouTuber, you need to have some level of money with you. You need to be like upper middle class or upper class to be a YouTuber, right? I myself can't be a YouTuber because, like, honestly speaking, I know that my dad doesn't have the kind of money to fund me if I want like a YouTube career. Okay, I don't have like the money to buy fancy lights and fancy camera and whatever a very good audio system. I can't do it, right? So you need to be
I think
like,
that's very evident with
yeah,
our
that's
setup.
very evident with our setup. Yeah, you can see that we're basically using earphones and barely just like an app which is barely holding together, and like whatever light is coming in our room, that's all, right? So mine though is even less, by the way. Anyway, so coming back to the point is that you need to be either like upper middle class or upper class to be able to become a YouTuber and to afford that kind of equipment which makes your videos look good, and to have the kind of editing which also makes your video look good, right? Whereas on TikTok there were people from lower castes, there were people from lower classes. Okay, so there were poor people, there were people from lower castes, there were minority people who were all using TikTok as a means to earn a living. And it was easy for them because an app was doing everything that you would need to purchase. Like, it had a good, it helped you, it used your phone to kind of do all of the stuff that a YouTuber would normally do through all of their equipment, right? So they didn't have to go outside and buy anything. If they just had like a decent smartphone, the app would transform their phone into a method for them to become an influencer, right? And the thing is, I definitely agree. There were some people who were making some really messed up videos. There was animal abuse and there were some rape videos like which were extremely wrong and definitely should have been taken off. But the thing is that same argument can be made for YouTube as well. A lot of people ignore that completely. YouTube, mein, you can find some messed up videos, like really, really messed up videos. Okay. But what happens is they have people who are monitoring the system, and so they take it off. And that's what, maybe an app like TikTok required, not banning the entire thing, right? Now, let's say what happens when you ban it. All of these people who spend time and effort and their hard work. Some people were really good. Like I've not watch too much TikTok because I personally never used to use it too much or watch videos. But of course, like on WhatsApp, I've seen people who have sent me forwards and stuff, and there are genuinely good people.
Yeah.
Uh, there were like artists, there were dancers, like really great dancers. There were musicians. These are people with real talent, but who cannot afford the kind of setup a YouTuber can. So do we just say, oh, because you're poor, you don't matter? You don't get to be an influencer just because you don't have like the kind of money that I have, or like by I don't mean myself, but like a YouTuber has, or you don't, just because you are not from a privileged family, you don't deserve to be an influencer. Is that the kind of mentality that our country is trying to project? Because that's very sad then, that we are almost considering them that, oh, if you're poor, you don't deserve to be on the internet, you don't deserve to be an influencer. The thing about the internet is the internet has always been a place for everyone. It doesn't judge you based on your color, on your religion, on your caste, on your class, nothing. It is supposed to be for everyone, and it should remain like that. We don't want to make the internet also into various different countries and like divide people from it and keep people out of it,
I'd also like
right?
to add a point over here. It's like whatever I think about TikTok, like I normally don't really like TikTok at all. It's mainly because of all the videos that I've seen, and again, I agree with you, Siddharth, that there are actually some really really amazing videos that I've seen on Reddit. And I think the biggest problem that I feel is that it's stripping them away from their freedom of expression. Like that's
Absolutely.
the
And
biggest problem in my opinion, where you just can't share whatever you want to do anymore
yeah, exactly.
with the
and
world.
and and that is where the nuance comes in. This fight is not just a fight of YouTube and TikTok. It becomes a fight of class and caste. And no
Yeah.
matter how much people want to deny that, they can deny it all they want. It is there. It was because TikTok was being used more by lower caste and lower class people, and they were getting a place to air their opinions
And they were
finally on.
happy. Yeah, they were happy.
They were
Like,
happy. They were
yeah,
happy.
that's the most important part.
A lot of them, like if you see, there are certain videos which show what happened after the ban happened. Some of them are literally broke. They're like broken from the inside, and they're crying and they're literally saying that I worked so hard to build up my fan base. When probably bleep this
Hmm.
second, when this certain YouTuber, okay, by the way, just actually bleep that out. Don't
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
what I
Yeah.
said, because it'll become a huge controversy. When he or actually this YouTuber said that, oh, they removed my YouTube video, I'm feeling so sad now. He was like barely sad. Everyone was like, oh my god, he has gone into depression. They took down one of his videos, full depression.
Yeah,
Okay.
like this
he
is
has
not how
money.
depression
This is
works,
not,
you
Yeah,
know.
first of all, India doesn't understand mental health. They don't understand mental health.
exactly.
That is
One
not
more
depression.
episode coming on that, by
Yeah,
the way,
yeah,
guys. Just
yeah,
to know.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Mental health ka alag episode hai, but that is not depression. First of all, him becoming sad because one of his videos was taken down is not depression. Okay, first of all. Secondly, this guy has the money. He built up his own fan base over time. He once was a no one. Okay, he built up. So he of all people should have empathized with the fact that there are people who are struggling. Okay. Instead, he went and attacked them, made distracts, made whatever. Okay. And if he ever sees this video, he'll probably make one on me too. I don't give a shit. Okay.
Ego,
But
That's jokes.
just
yeah,
to
yeah,
just
yeah,
ego
just to
problem,
put it out there.
ego
Yeah.
problem.
No, no, but that's the sad part. You see, when you're someone who has struggled yourself to get to the top, you would expect that person to understand the pain that it takes to get to the top. It's not an easy climb, right? And what if his entire channel was deleted? What if YouTube was deleted tomorrow? How would so many YouTubers react? Do you think they would be very happy with what happened? They would all lose their livelihoods, right? Be it let's say Tanmay Bhatt, be it let's say Mumbaikar Nikhil, be it let's say Slay Point. All of these are Indian YouTube channels. Ask them what would they do tomorrow if YouTube was suddenly deleted? What would they do? They would first of all be in tears. They would be crying. They would be screaming because their means of livelihood had gone. And another problem about being a YouTuber or let's say a social media influencer is, once you start doing this job and you get into it, one day when it is ripped off like a band-aid, it is very difficult to find a new means of livelihood, because once it's gone, right, there is nothing else you can immediately transition to. Take for example American YouTuber Bart Baker, who I have spoken about in the past. He used to make videos which for early YouTube were completely fine. They used to be extremely edgy content with like uh, dirty jokes and like all sorts of things, which at that time on YouTube was fine. And then YouTube started demonetizing videos which were made by him and similar kinds of videos. And a lot of YouTubers started losing their jobs. But it was for certain kind of content. And what happened to Bart? He had to quit his YouTube channel. He is now actually in depression, and he has gone to China, and he's become like a Chinese citizen, and he's making videos for them. And you can see that he doesn't like doing it, but he has no other means to survive. Paisa chahiye, and that's what he has to do to survive. That's how sad it is. That you can't like one day just rip off someone's livelihood and then go like, "Ha, ab dekho ye ro rahe hain." Dude, like, I obviously, if you were in their place, see, another thing that our country's people can't do is they can never, there's this book called To Kill a Mockingbird, and there's a very very powerful line in that book is, don't ever judge another person unless you've lived in his skin, and wriggled around a bit in it, which is basically means that if you've not stepped in the other person's shoes and experienced what they're actually going through, you don't have a right to judge the other person, right? You haven't seen where they come from, you haven't seen their pain, you haven't seen their struggle, you are no one to judge them unless you know exactly what they're talking about. So you cannot sit in your high castle अच्छे से air conditioned room में बैठ के तुम कोई बेचारे टिकटॉकर को देख के बोले हाँ देखो रो रहा है क्योंकि उसका टिकटॉक बैन हो गया.
And also it's
One
not, I don't
thing,
think it's really hard for them to come back either. If your YouTube channel gets deleted, I mean, they've already
Yeah,
developed their fan
exactly.
base. Like, you come up with
yeah,
a new
yeah,
YouTube channel, you
absolutely,
just get all those people back. One
absolutely,
tweet on Twitter,
absolutely.
and then you're like,
Yeah,
hey, look at my new
exactly.
channel, everyone's back.
Exactly. A TikToker is not going to be on YouTube or like Snapchat or Instagram or all of these things. At least earlier they weren't. Now they're being forced to come onto things like Instagram because TikTok is gone and they have no other livelihood. So it was like, as usual, it was a move which was done in the worst way possible without thinking of the consequences of what's going to happen. And that is the truly sad aspect of this entire scenario. And instead of actually acknowledging these problems which we have, people just want to look, oh, diss track bana diya, haha, let's all listen to his diss track on Spotify and make that popular.
I'm gonna stop you there
Yeah,
because this has been going on for a while. I'm
yeah,
sorry, this is
yeah, no,
interesting,
it's cool. Yeah,
but now you're just going in circles.
yeah.
Because I can see you're clearly upset about this,
Yeah,
and I totally get
Oh
that because
shit.
see, if like one day you wake up and YouTube is gone, there will be a riot. Nobody will be like, oh, see, they are now crying. They all will be like, what the fuck, get me my YouTube back, because it's like everybody uses it. I'm just like, no, I don't know anyone who does not. My grandmother uses YouTube.
Everyone
Okay,
uses
we're
YouTube.
we're using it.
we
Yeah,
are
We're
totally
Yeah,
we're
we are
uploading this on
we are
YouTube.
the
we are going to
irony.
be uploading this on YouTube.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah. So it's yes. Again, it's really easy to say that this person is crying when you don't understand their whole thing.
Exactly. Think
And
about what happens if tomorrow, when we also upload on Instagram. We have our page on Instagram.
yeah,
Bhavya and I have a blog on Instagram
Yeah.
about films where we write about films.
Nice
I'm not
plug-in.
Nice
I'm not
plug-in.
I'm not
plugging
I'm,
it in.
I wasn't trying to
Shameless plug.
no, actually I wasn't trying to plug it. I was trying to make a point. That's the funny thing.
Okay.
Anyway, so like Bhavya and I have a blog over there. We are uploading this podcast on Instagram as well. What happens tomorrow if, let's say, Instagram disappears?
Yeah, dude.
Like, all of the hard work that we've done on the blogs, all of the hard work that we've done on these videos, it's all just gone. How would we feel? How-
That is like, okay, so just want to add one more thing out there. So there are these few people who are just like, okay, optimism is fine. But then there is this one other thing called toxic optimism as well. People are like, it's okay, it's your knowledge, it's your videos. What if one platform is gone? You have another platform to upload it. No, like it took them years to upload the entire thing and to get the fan base there, and then suddenly you're shifting to another platform. It will take you time, and then at the same time you're through this one phase where like you can't just be happy about what is going on or whatever is happening. So I don't think it is a good idea to be like to that extent being optimistic and saying that okay, it's fine, it's fine. It's not fine. At the end of the day, the entire thing looks double standards, because you are just fine with your platform and you're saying someone that it is fine because their thing is entirely gone. Yeah.
I think let's this all that we have just talked about is very ideological and stuff like that. Let's talk a little stats. We know that the unemployment rate in India is not really good, right? It's really high, and we need to do something about this. And but a lot of people were employed when they were making TikTok videos. A lot of people were earning when they were making TikTok videos, be it by sponsorship or whatever. Now that you strip them away of this one platform, you're taking their livelihood away, and with that, you are driving the unemployment rate even higher. Again, our economy is not in that stage that we can have these kinds of things happening, right? Like, yes, you can say that you can go on Insta Reels and make this and that, but it will take time to adjust. Their whole fan base can come to that platform, but it will take them time to adjust to all of this. And by that time, what will they do? There's a pandemic going on. They can't go out and get a job, right? So again, if you want to do something, maybe think everything that you do has consequences. Whenever
I
you are trying to
I
do
have a
something, think
question.
about those consequences.
I have a
Yes, go
question.
ahead.
Does InstaReel give you like does it monetize your videos, or has it not done it yet?
I
Like
Not done it
does
yet.
it generate
not done
revenue?
it yet.
It's not
I don't
hasn't done
think
it.
so.
Yeah. So
I think
clearly, yeah. Go
I
ahead.
think it'll do it only once we get the blue tick and stuff. The
Hmm.
original way of influencers being monetized on Instagram. So
Yeah.
that'll take a lot of time.
Okay, so I am just searching for that, and it says you can make money off of Instagram Reels. How you
But
can do it? There is no media coverage on this, by the way. All I can
yeah.
see are blog posts.
But I'm pretty sure
Okay.
there has to be like some amount of views, right? Like just how YouTube works, where you achieve a certain amount of views, and then you get uh, like you can monetize your video. But then I don't know about Insta Reels. Like I haven't really researched about much, but again, it will take these people a lot of time and to get their money,
Yeah.
and then uh, the fan base is really not like YouTube at all. It's very different.
Okay. So just adding to that, Instagram is a completely different platform. You're uploading pictures, you're uploading videos, you're uploading stories, everything. But TikTok was solely for uploading videos,
Yeah.
and it had a purpose, like only one purpose where it had videos. So entire app was dedicated to do videos. So at the end of the day, even if you come to Instagram, it is not, so the entire algorithm is not only for Insta Reels, right? Like you have several different things happening there. So if you just compare these two apps, you can't even compare them. So like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we clearly require an alternative for TikTok where we just have videos similar to TikTok videos, and then people can do it back again. But then it's still gonna take time.
If we say all this, the irony is we're doing it on YouTube, and if we say all this
No,
and
but
it
It
many,
creates
is not
but
against
yeah,
YouTube.
we're
We are
not
not
against it.
against
We're against
YouTube.
creators.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we're
we're
not
not
even
against
against
yeah.
creators as well. We
no,
are just saying that
Yeah.
before doing anything, you should think of the consequences.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
So my main point was, what if we create this controversy, big controversy, and get a lot of views and stuff
I don't think so,
on our
because
channel?
many people have already
I don't
talked
think
about
we'll
this.
get
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
we'll be in that position.
Any,
Okay, we'll hardly get
Well,
200 views.
yeah, anyway,
well,
our point is not to make controversy and get viewers. Our point is to make viewers think.
And this is the
Otherwise,
truth. What we
yeah,
are
but
saying is
you
the
know,
truth.
yeah,
We're not
if you're
lying here.
putting something
see,
out, if
the,
you're putting something out in the world, you will get hate for it no matter what.
Okay,
yeah,
And
yeah,
Jasmine. Okay,
The
Jasmine,
entire
by the
point I
way,
even agreed to do this, like other than the fact that Janvi asked me, was because was because of the fact that like I wanted to like make people think. Like
Exactly.
And that's all
if
for
yeah,
Siddhant,
We
guys.
if
started this because of that.
yeah, if we're not making people think, I don't think there's a point of us doing this at all.
and at the end of the Jasmine, just to look at like properly, our audience base is all like 40, 45 years old uncles,
That's not
all
true.
our fathers.
No, that's not true. We have
Right.
young people, young adults as well.
Okay, guys, coming back from the long discussion. So we'll come back to the current situation. Recently, the troops from both Chinese and Indian sides have stepped back, but the disengagement can take a while. So the army and government say the process is really complex. So let's see what goes on there. This is the end, and hope you like this video, and if you haven't, just subscribe and go check out our Instagram page at PopWind_official, and all the links to the articles we've referred and our own IDs and blogs are in the description below. Do check it out once.